And I want to invite you into that reminder that you are the most highest and honored teacher. So as you move, as you make choices to move your body, your limbs, your mind, your spirit, check in with yourself by asking very simply, is this okay for me? Is this okay for me? And as you move through your practice, just know that you get to make the changes that you need to feel safe, to feel comfortable, to feel uh, um, equipped to do this practice, and that I'm just guiding with some suggestions. That being said, I want to welcome you once again, the whole group. My name is Tejal Rajanikant Patel. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And I'm coming to you from Piscataway land, colonized as Washington, D.C. today. I'm also coming to you with the idea of letting go or releasing the expectation that things will settle down. As you come to sit or find yourself in a comfortable spot, um, you might decide to use some props. Today, I have an eye pillow for later. I also have two blocks. You'll rarely find me without two blocks, even when I'm traveling. So I use them. They are super critical for my practice because, and I'll share with you why, I'm not flowing daily, so that when I do, it's like a return to the practice. And I want to help prepare my body for that physicality that I'm inviting into my practice. And blocks are a wonderful prop for me to assist in that kind of intermittent and sporadic return to flow. And it might surprise you to know that a yoga teacher doesn't move in this way every day. So we all have very different yoga practices. It's something I'm really grateful for and grateful to showcase through the Tejal Yoga space. Um, so just a few reminders, just those few reminders. Use what you have, take what you need, and then also let go of what isn't serving you. As you come to sit, we're going to work with the breath today. So if you did have a meal prior to this, you might notice there's some kind of navigation with the digestion system as you do this through your respiratory system. So again, take what you can, what you need from this practice, and then monitor yourself. Is this okay for me? That being said, I want to invite you to take your arms wide and inhale them up, being conscious of your space, and then kind of letting go of that conscious piece, that conscious thought. So start to reach up. Notice if you can sync one of your breaths with that movement and one of your breaths. A couple more. Notice how your body wants to move, maybe adding a back bend, maybe adding a turn or a twist. Create a new formula for your practice in this moment. Getting familiar with the space, getting familiar with moving through the spine, moving through the body. When you're ready, hands to heart center. Soft pause. Press down through your legs. Hips start to get heavier. Lengthen up through the spine. And if it's okay for you, softly draw the chin towards your throat with the eyes downcast, maybe even closed. Take a moment to honor the effort you've put in to getting here, to this moment right now, without calling in any other factors, the support, the society, the practices. A simple moment of simply honoring yourself for your effort. You are here. That is important. You are important. We are all here and we are all now. Deep breath in. Out through the nose. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Super active breath as if you're contracting through the abdominals, and then try to do that. In through the nose. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Pause at the top, making sure you've breathed in fully. Through the nose, quick inhalations for 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. Soften the shoulder blades. If it's safe, out through the mouth or the nose, but if it's safe, the mouth. HA sound. Draw your navel in. Again, this idea of knitting in or pulling together the sides of your belly in towards the middle. Pause at the bottom. If there's any more breath to press out, press that breath out. Contract in through the pelvic floor. So see if you can draw the bony bottoms of your hips in and up while the breath is out. Notice that engagement. That's a Mula Bandha or the root lock or lift. And then release that, release it. Inhale through the nose. Filling up once again. You can let your belly inflate. You can let your heart space expand. You can let your shoulder blades move out of the way. Once you're at the top, pause 3 times. Sip in, sip in, sip in. Notice any sensation within you, and then out through the mouth or the nose if you need to. HA sound. Slow it down as you exhale. Seal the lips through a SH sound. So a little bit of air escaping. And as you fully hiss that breath out, draw the navel in. Draw the sides of your body in towards center. You might feel the movement of your body and your breath as you draw in. Pausing here. Instead of expanding the bottom of your seat, draw in, contract in and up. This time also continue drawing the navel in, and up. So from Mula Bandha to Uddiyana Bandha, flying upwards abdominal lock. It's really a lift. And then release the work through contraction. The contraction, release it. Inhale through the nose, breathing fully. Softening even as you inflate and get wider and bigger. Pausing at the top 3 times. Sip in, sip in, sip in. Exhale, HA. SH. Really draw the belly in as you press the air out. It's like you're pushing the breath out and closing off any space for that breath. Pause at empty. Contract through the pelvic floor. Draw in and up through the abdominals. Then chin draws back into throat. Lift through the back of your head. Try not to just drop your head down, but close off a little bit of that airway. Now you have this container from Mula Bandha to Uddiyana Bandha to Jalandhara Bandha. When you're ready, release the contraction. Now go ahead. Everything's released and loose. Inhale through the nose. Pausing at the top. Exhale through the nose. Inhale for Om, to connect and to create. Inhale the arms out and wide and up. Exhale, right hand down to the side. Reach up and over the ear, side bend. Turn your heart forward. Inhale, reach up. Palms might meet if that's okay. Exhale to the other side. Fingertips are palm flat. Reach your top arm up and over. Hips are heavy. Inhale, take those long and deep breaths, palms up. Exhale again, side bending. Listening to that breath out. Inhale it up. Exhale, side bending. Take this last one on your own breath. We'll finish with arms raised to the ceiling. Breathe how you need to breathe. Move in this bend how you need to move. Take your time or speed it up. It's all about you today and your choices. We'll meet arms up to the ceiling, reaching up. Start to add a back bend, any amount. See if you can keep the chin towards throat. Notice how that changes the back bend. When you're ready, palms to the thighs or the knees. Round the spine, draw the belly back, draw the sides of the waist in again. It's a full on contraction. And then inhale, arch the spine, seated cow. Bring your elbows back, try to open across the front of chest, squeeze the elbows in, and then slide the palms forward as you round. Let's do this a couple more times. Use your breath, flow the way you need to flow. Maybe exhale out through the mouth if that feels good. So part of our ability to see things a little differently or to release things or to shift focus is knowing that we have more than one thought. We have more than one thing that's going on. So that when we feel like a negative thought is overpowering or a destabilizing thought is overpowering, you can keep that thought there and give it less importance by focusing on what you can do. And I want to invite everyone into thinking about the work that they want to accomplish in this coming period and allowing your focus to be on the things you wish to change, the actions you might take for that change to occur, so that we're not lost in the overwhelm of it all. On your next inhale, arms come up overhead. This time, twist to the right, arms wide and down. Inhale your left arm forward and up, back bend. And exhale, release both hands forward and down. Inhale, arms wide out and up. Exhale, twist to the left, arms wide and down. Inhale, that right arm up and overhead. Back bend any amount. And as you exhale, cartwheel both hands forward and down. Okay, we'll do that again. Inhale, arms wide and up. Exhale, twist to the right. A little bit faster if that feels okay. Inhale, left arm up and back. And exhale, cartwheel both hands to their legs. Inhale, wide and up. You're really gently moving the spine. Exhale, twisting left, releasing. Inhale, right arm up and over. And exhale, both hands forward and down. Good. Inhale, arms wide and up. This time as you exhale, arms wide and down. Release the hands to the floor. Place the palms down in front of you, lifting your hips. A really tight table. Tuck the toes. Push back through the tucked toes. Lift the knees. Hover. Breathing. Exhale. Press into the feet. Keep the knees bent. Walk the fingertips back towards the feet and let the head just hang on and heavy. So even now, you might start to think, oh, I'm so tight. I'm so tired. I'm so this. I'm so that. And these are fine thoughts to have. But however much importance we give them kind of rules the narrative then, kind of tells the story of our experience. So, what about the fact that we might be happy to just be here, happy to have made it? So that the physical sensation that might feel overpowering, that might be an unpleasant emotion or sensation exists. We're not ignoring it, but we're just letting ourselves focus on all the other things that are happening at the same time, which is not new news. We're always managing quite a bit, multitudes actually. How can we let ourselves look at what is working for us rather than what isn't? And slowly move your blocks or your seat off to the side. Keep them nearby so you can use them. And then just come to stand. We're going to stand at the back of the mat for the start. Inhale the arms wide out and up or forward and up, depends on your space. Exhale, fold over the legs. Head hangs heavy. Parallel your feet. Inhale to your half lift. Notice that half lift. Shift your hips forward over the arches, widen across your collarbones, and keep the length of the spine really long rather than curved. Exhale, melt and fold, dropping the head, releasing. Inhale, press into feet. Just unroll like you're just unrolling yourself to stand. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades in, and release them down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. This pose underrated, but it's a really good pose. Let's turn it on. Exhale, melt and fold. Inhale, press into feet, unroll. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze them in, and then release them down. Mountain pose. Once more, inhale, reach up, maybe back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, half lift. Inhale, melt and fold. Inhale, unroll all the way up to stand and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take that contraction of the rhomboids. Release the hands. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway to lift. Good. As you exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale to plank position. Exhale, shift forward to your tip toes and then lower your knees. Sit back. Child's. Finishing that out breath. Inhale to table. This time, right arm wide and up. Inhale the arm forward. Left shoulder over wrist. And exhale the hand down. Inhale, left arm wide and up. Exhale the arm forward. Inhale, release the hand, tuck toes, and arch the spine. On your exhale, tops of feet down, round the spine. Hug the sides of waist in. Inhale, tuck toes, arch spine, lift the knees, and exhale, downward facing dog. Finish that breath, 10 toes, look forward. Inhale to plank. Exhale to child's. Inhale to table. Exhale, right arm wings up. Inhale, right arm wings forward. Soft shoulder blade. Exhale, release the hand. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left arm forward. Combo move as you inhale, release the hand, tuck the toes, and arch the spine. As you exhale, tops of feet down, round the spine, hug the navel in. Inhale, tuck, arch, let the knees hover. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. This time a little different. Inhale to plank, pause. Exhale, shift forward, lower the knees. You can lower halfway and then all the way. Forehead to mat. Inhale, heart rises, low cobra. Point through those big toes, pinky toenails down. And exhale to release, forehead to mat. Inhale to table. Exhale, hips back, then up, downward facing dog. Breathing here, about 3 breaths. Set up your shape for that resting breath. You can always lower your knees. This is a perfect time to check back in if you haven't been throughout. Vinyasa means to place in a special way. You want to make sure that your movements are special for you. They're specially formulated and designed for you, just like the moves you make in life. Right? Not everyone is an activist, not everyone is a yoga teacher, right? But what we do in our own time matters, and how we work towards change matters. So notice that you create the changes, you create the intentions that will work for you. So let's set those intentions. Start to walk your way forward. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale to melt and fold. And by setting those intentions, you can really clear your path to do work that you want to focus on rather than all the unknown that's in front of us. Slowly unroll, come on up to stand, shoulders roll up, back, around and down, palms face forward. Go ahead, take a deep breath in, reach the arms up overhead, back bend if you want. On your exhale, forward fold, head hangs heavy. Inhale to your half lift, long spine. Exhale to plant the hands and step your right foot back. Lower the knee down, come into that runner's lunge with Anjaneyasana, this crescent lunge. Back knee down, arms might reach up. As you exhale, hands to heart, use that to pull your hips up, forward facing hips. And as you inhale, take the arms wide and up overhead. Find your stability. Exhale, twist to the left. Opening out the arms, press into the front foot, press into front shin, reach out through back toes. You might stay here or you might take it into a back bend, finding your back thigh with your left hand. You might add that lunge once more, dropping into it with a bent front knee, even greater than when you just were. One more breath. On your inhale, a little different. Left arm forward and up to lift your hips once again. And on your exhale, tuck the back toes, hands to blocks. We're going to lift that back knee and fold over the legs, finding your pyramid. Start to play with drawing your left thigh back, pushing into your left toe, and reaching your chest forward. And then at the same time, draw your right sitting bone back. So we need space. We need space in our body to do the work we want to do, to feel rested and at ease. We need space in our life, in our relationships, to take time alone and away when we need to recharge. We need space at work to get our shit done. Space is so important to have. In our practice, let's focus on making space right now. One more breath. Rebend the front knee, lifting the back heel, blocks off to the side, hands to mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Now, you can move through your flows if you want to. You can hold your plank, but get ready and exhale. Inhale. Keep it measured if you can. Exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Walk, step, or hop your way forward. Come into your half lift. And melt and fold your way down. Exhale. Unroll, come all the way up to stand. Shoulders roll up, squeeze back and down. Inhale, reach up, adding any back bend you want. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot steps back, lower left knee down, untuck toes. Inhale to that Anjaneyasana. Drop into that back front thigh. Drop into that front right sitting bone. Hands to heart as you press up through your hips. Inhale to reach the arms wide and up. And exhale, twisting to the right. Try and stay here. Reach out through the fingers, reach out through the toes. You might tip it back for that back bend and find that lunge to that front knee again. So use your hand on your back leg as a post, as a way to sense yourself moving in this place. One more breath. Turn forward, reach up, arms overhead, hips lifted. Tuck the back toes as you exhale, hands to blocks, bring them onto mat. Lift that back knee, straighten the legs. Inhale to lengthen. Good, keep that length. Think about Mula Bandha or your root lift. So can you shine your pelvic floor back then up? Can you rotate the hips so that you can look and feel like you're drawing energy back then up? You're going to draw the left side of your pelvis level with your right. Notice what's going on in the bend of your knees. Do you need it? Do you need a little less distance between your feet to create space in the hips? for this move? Are you blocking yourself out by locking your elbows? Go ahead, rebend the front knee, blocks off to the side, hands to mat, step back, downward facing dog. I'll be holding plank, but you're welcome to flow through. As you inhale, move through that long line of plank. You might stay or exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, if you're back bending, go for your version. Exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, walk, step, or hop your way forward. Head hangs, half lift when you get here. Head hangs heavy. Unroll all the way up to stand. Shoulders roll up, back, around, and down. Now we're going to do that again. We're going to add on some more bits and pieces. Inhale the arms up and back. Exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant hand, step right foot back, Anjaneyasana on the inhale. Set up so you're stable. Back bend if you want it. Hands to heart center as you press up through the hips, keeping front knee bent. Inhale, reach wide and up. Try and use your arms to help you stay stable and balanced. Exhale, twist to the left. Option to be here or inhale to that back bend. You might exhale and lunge into it. Inhale, face forward, both arms up, hips rising. And as you exhale, tuck back toes, use that back foot, hands to blocks, pick up back knee and fold for pyramid, Parsvottanasana. Deep breath in, long spine. Deep breath out, lengthen as you fold. 2 more moments here. Now that right hand and right block come inside the left foot, left hand to hip. Draw that left hip back in space, push back through right heel, and turn your right side to the left. You've revolved, you've taken a turn. Choice is yours to stay here or lift your left arm. One more breath. Trying to find the place where you can be here and still create space. And then take that left arm forward, hand to block. Rebend both knees, blocks off to the side as you step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your right leg, bend the knee, open the hip, squeeze the heel towards back side as you exhale. Inhale, maybe you stay here or take your right knee towards left upper arm, taking that twisted plank. Again, inhale, right leg this time up to ceiling for 3-legged. And maybe another twist, just seeing where you get to. Pull that right leg forward and release it down. You might straighten it out, depends on your space. Flip your left heel down, open up to a fallen triangle. Breathe in the moment here. Allow yourself to be in a space where you feel spacious, where you feel like you can choose a lift or a lowering, a sway or a breath. When you're ready, hands to mat. Draw that right leg up, step back, downward facing dog. Again, your choice to flow, maybe a rest, maybe holding plank like I am. Breathing as you move or stay. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Walk, step, or hop, finding your way top of mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to melt, then fold. On roll, rising up. Shoulders squeeze back and down. Inhale the arms forward and up. One more side. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant hands. Left foot steps back. Inhale to Anjaneyya. Arms reach up, finding the lunge. Hands to heart. Press up the hips. Go wide with the arms. Use them as you inhale. Arms up, up, up. Exhale, twist to the right. You might stay here or add your back bend. Add your lunge. Full round of breath. So an in and an out. And then turn to face forward. Inhale, hips lift, arms raise. We're using stability in our legs. So there's something that's grounded as we go to our blocks, as we pick up our back knee, finding our pyramid. Taking time with the breath here to play with how we feel in our energy lift, in our energy locks. How you feel physically, stable and grounded, or just wobbly and barely with it. Both are okay. It could also be all of the above as every breath passes through you. This is it. This is us living in the uncertainty of the moment. This is us moving through the uncertainty of the moment. Left hand, left block, inside right foot, right hand to hip. Start to draw right hip back, left side to the right, right arm up. Doing your best to be right where you are, not thinking about leaving, not thinking about all it took to get here, just taking a breath. Right arm forward, rebend the knee, hands to blocks, blocks to the side. Palms to mat, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg raises. Bend the knee to open just the hip. Try not to open the side body, the shoulders or shoulder blades. As you exhale, draw that left knee towards right arm. Three-legged dog, inhale. Taking whatever options you choose here. And then one more twist through our plank. Maybe extending the leg, maybe just lowering the shin. Back heel comes down as the right arm raises up. Breathe into this opening across the belly and the chest. But notice that there is work being done to free up space in the front body. In order to take rest, we must prepare. And we must have support. Right hand to mat, palms down, left leg lifts. Step back, downward facing dog. Option to flow through. You might take your plank, hold it like me. This is just where I'm at today. You might move through a lowering. Another back bend and opening. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk, step, or hop forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to lower and fold. Inhale, rising up. Arms overhead. Back bend any amount. Exhale, hands to heart. Step the feet wide as the mat. Turn the toes out. Start to bend into your squat. Malasana. Knees wide, elbows into inner knees. Tail drops, heart rises. And then we're going to lower down. So can you use a forward reach to lower back and down? See how you get there. Bring the feet together and up. Slowly lower for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Hover for 1. And release. Feet to mat. Cactus the arms. Inhale the right leg to ceiling. Exhale, right leg over left. Drop your knees to the left. If that feels okay on the spine, keep the legs crossed in this way. If it feels too intense for either the knees or the back body, you're more than welcome to simply sack. Head turns to the right, deeply breathing. Starting to slow down our physical movement, noticing if our mind can start to slow down, if our focus can shift to one thing and not many. What are you focusing on in this breath? The obvious likely answer is my breath. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's uncertainty. Roll onto the back. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, left leg up. Cross left leg over right. And then lower the knees to the right. If you're on a diagonal here, just make sure again that you're checking in with yourself and your needs and your sensations. In order to rest, we must prepare in advance, and we must support ourselves throughout. Notice where you can slow down, where you can support, where you can focus your mind and your effort. Roll onto the back. Inhale the left leg up. Both knees into chest, arms wrap around the shins. Rise up to meet the knees. Maybe a gentle kiss to the tops of the kneecaps. And then lie back in gratitude of this practice, your capability. Whatever support you have, whether it's blocks or blankets, go ahead and find those things. We'll move into a Shavasana, and I want to advise you that you can stay in this Shavasana, even if I cue you out. You can set your own timer to linger, to spend as much time as you need that will benefit you today in this practice. You may have an urgency to move on with your day, with whatever's next. The most valuable gift we can give ourselves is a gift of time and ease. If you're taking more time in your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay exactly where you are. Otherwise, slowly start to roll your head side to side. Roll your head to the right and turn onto your right side. Breathing in. Exhale the hands to the ground and roll yourself up. That unrolling we've been doing where your head comes up very last. Being in this moment, take a breath. We'll close with the sacred sound of Om, just as we began, to invite energy of connection and creation. Inhale for Om. Thumbs to the third eye. Inviting a soft bow to honor these yogic practices. The teacher is indigenous to South Asia. The many lineages we continue to benefit from. Thumbs to the heart center, inviting a soft bow, first to yourself, then to each other. Honoring the time and energy to create this community. Hands to the earth, inviting a soft bow to honor the land and its bounty. And taking a moment of silence to acknowledge the history and the unwilling sacrifice of the native indigenous ancestral stewards of this land. May we work to repair. Hands to heart. Option to repeat after me this message of peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.